on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This defense for the Bears, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game. Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown!
Dalvin Cook,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
To throw is Fields.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entire. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jelani Woods, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19. Probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. 7-7, our score after 1.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
Open man. He's got Jefferson across the formation.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Back to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have taken the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that into a sea of defenders have intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields on 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The Bears at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's got room at the 30, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fields. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Let him go.
He'll drop to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
7 Pirates. Nothing, 19.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. From the gun, here's Fields. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On play action, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little... And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Vikings pick up the football. On the move past the 40, still going inside the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on the football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone, it's a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
Cook, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And
And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
He's got the connection to Moore.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be taken at the 10. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From his end zone, here comes Carter.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he finally goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Fields.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
70.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Bears 14. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Looking to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. Back to throw. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first. Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. To the air again, Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Reload.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Fields.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say, the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota,
I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Keep my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Keep my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. People the they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he need a do it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Keep my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Keep my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. Top dog like I vanished. I'm the really damaged. I I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Sticking up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands down here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new it in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best.